All right, Tequila Talk Tuesday again. Super excited. Cheers. All right, cool.
Yum, yum, yum.
I like it.
On today's episode of
Tequila Talk Tuesday.
That was good. That was really good.
It was very, I feel like it was very alluring. Like
Sultry.
Sultry, that's the word.
Welcome to my... no, I'm not
No.
continuing that.
Girls are just as bad as men. Women are just... Okay, anyways.
On today's episode, we are talking about...
being so obsessed with your goals, your future, your success, that people call you crazy and think that you're nuts.
And you don't give a fuck what they say.
You are going to be judged. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, is that if you sit on the couch and you do nothing, people are going to be like, oh, get up, do something with your life. You need to be successful, more driven. And then, but on the same time, if you are driven and you're pushing for goals that people think that you're fucking crazy, like you want to take over the world, you want to make $1 million, people are going to be like, okay, calm down, like lower your expectations, go get a 9-to-5. So it doesn't matter what you do.
They're going to judge you either way.
Exactly.
They're going to judge you either freaking way.
So our opinion, our stance on life is be so obsessed with what you want to do that people think that you're nuts, but do it anyway.
Yeah. And again, my man, Andy Frisella.
That is 4 episodes in a row, you guys. Anyways,
he references a lot of the time his friends, when he started his supplement company, they're like, oh, do you still own that little supplement store? And he's like, and they now still will ask him, he's like, obviously they don't know what the fuck I do, and he's like, oh yeah, I still own that little supplement store.
Yeah.
And people, like, when he says what he like strives for, people have laughed in his face and been like, you're crazy, you have a little supplement store, you're never gonna have this massive empire, essentially. And jokes on those people, because he definitely does.
Legit.
But that's where people will always doubt you until you do it, and then they will ask you how you do it there.
Yeah, exactly. I think on it, like when I was working in what was considered a very like decent, well-respected corporate job. That's what I was. And so when I wanted to quit that corporate job just to do lashes, do you know how many people were just like, oh my god, that's so unstable, like what's gonna happen, are you okay? And then the amount of people that ask me now, do you still do lashes, like are you still doing lashes? Yeah, of course I am. And then when I'm doing my coaching business, like, oh, that's so what does somebody say to me, that's so courageous of you, or something like, fuck, I hate that. It should not be courageous to go after what you dream of. That should not be courageous. That should just be common fucking sense. Go after what you want. But no. People get so offended. Sorry, my phone is going off. Sorry. But people get so annoyed because they're just like, and I feel like that's also almost projection as well, because the people that tell you that you shouldn't be doing things and that you shouldn't be going after what you dream, those are their projections and their fears being projected onto you. Like, well, I couldn't do it, so you can't do it, you know? And I think Jenna and I are like the epitome of like, no, fuck it, I don't care. We don't care how many views, likes, comments, followers. We don't care about any of that. We don't care how little or how much we're making in our business. We're pushing forward to get to that next level always. It doesn't matter what people think or say.
Yeah. And I don't know, I look at things that I have done, and people are like, oh my god, you're crazy, I would never do that.
Yeah.
And
you're right, you didn't, I did.
Yeah, and it's because you're willing to do the things that other people aren't willing to do. That's why you are going to
do.
Yeah. And that's why you're going to excel. And I think a lot of the time people are like striving for this mediocre life, and I mean, I'm not bashing that, but like for me, I'm not about it. No. I don't want it, and
there's nothing fun about mediocre.
No, and that's where I always want to be doing more than the average person, because I do not want the average life. And if I'm crazy or intimidating or whatever because of that, I really don't care at this point, because I know what I want, and I visualize myself on that fucking speed yacht thing, and I could feel the leather and the little like stitching on the side, and I want it so bad.
I'm gonna reference two of my favorite humans that you guys have heard me talk about a lot. So one of them is this guy right here, The Rock, and Terramana. What he has said in interviews, it is empty. We drink too much apparently. What he has said in interviews is that he will be the first one on set. He's the first one up in the morning. He's the first one at a business meeting. No one will outwork him when it comes to his business and his plans and the goals that he has set for himself. No one will outwork him. Do you know how fucking empowering that is? Like he is fast becoming a billionaire. He's about to reach billionaire status. He is the #1 followed social media account on Instagram right now. His Terramana just passed 800,000 cases worldwide sold.
And let's be real, guys. I love The Rock. But Terramana is not the best tequila out there. But The Rock and his brand is.
Yes.
And that is why it has sold so much, is the status.
But to be
that
fair,
comes with.
I do love his tequila.
Yeah, but there's like this one, it does taste better, and I'm sure other people would agree, but you are purchasing the brand and this, like I said, the status that comes along with it of drinking The Rock's tequila.
Yeah.
It could be called anything. No one would care. It could literally say The
Rock's tequila.
and it would still sell
exactly
800,000 cases.
But he put so much pride and passion into that, and again, no one outworked him. Like same with Zoa. Zoa's like the fastest growing energy drink supplement, and Molson's gonna pick it up. Molson Canadian is gonna pick it up. Well, not Molson, just the brand Molson. Molson is gonna pick it up, and it's starting to get traction for Health Canada to get approved in Canada. Like ridiculous on how much this man is growing. Another human, and okay, hold on, and this is what I was gonna say before. Look at where he was before his movie career. He was a wrestler. He was a football player, but he still he didn't stop and say, "Well, this is all I'm going to be." No, fuck no. And he's got his rap out and like.
And I also think too, sometimes people get hung up on their age, and that's something that I came to. That was my point on that one show. And fuck. Anyways. People make drastic changes in their life at like age 35, and I used to I freak out at where I'm at like turning 30, and I'm like, oh, me having the mindset that I do and the work ethic that I do, I'm okay. I'm okay, because people make changes at 40, at 50, and that's where it's really cool to see. You just keep getting better.
Okay, so this is where I'm gonna transition into my next favorite human, RuPaul. Look at what RuPaul has done. It only took RuPaul's Drag Race has been on for 15 seasons now, or no, 14. It's going into 14. It's got multiple spin-offs, but he didn't actually start the RuPaul Drag Race empire at what it is right now. Like he was known. He was a fashion model. He was in a bunch of music videos. He definitely did establish himself as the
go-to
drag but then there was Divine and all these other humans and Lady Bunny and all this stuff that have been there before him, anyways, I'm getting my facts all mixed up. Anyways, but he did not let just being like the supermodel, just being like the drag race, just being a drag queen. That's not what he wanted to be the drag queen. He wanted to be the face of drag, and it didn't stop him. And he wasn't young when he started Drag Race. He was not young, and this is what he and look at what it's turned into. He's like the most well-known human being on the face of the planet. And he's got the spin-offs. I just obsessed. But your life does not stop at 30. Your life does not, and it doesn't end when you're 50, and I don't want to be one of those people that works for 45 years to the bone for someone else only to enjoy 10 years before I peter out, I want to enjoy life now, and I want to accomplish what I want now. I don't want to wait to go after my goals.
Yeah.
You know? So
yeah, we're pretty obsessed with it, and I think it's very. I want to bring it up on this episode, I guess. When we like talking about being obsessed with your goals, we keep saying, "Yeah, The Rock. We're going to interview The Rock. We're going to interview The Rock. Whatever." I do want to do that, but then we recently Amber got in touch with Rylan.
Straight off, yeah.
And hashtag hot boss.
Heck yeah. From JJ's.
Yeah, look him up on TikTok if you don't know. But then we said, like, we're going to have him on, and there's been a couple other people that were like, oh, we're going to have this person and this person. So when we met for Tequila Talk of, like, recording our January episodes, I had posted to my story saying, you know, year of interviews. And I did,
first of all, I didn't know that she had posted this, by the way. And then I suddenly said, well, I'm going to reach out to Rylan again. I'm going to reach out to this person. And then she goes, did you not see what I posted? And it's literally like manifestation in progress that this is something that it's going to happen.
It was boom, boom, boom. And
3
they
within
all
like,
said yes.
Yeah.
And that's where you just have to take the risk and just do it. And I don't know, like, yeah.
Don't take no for an answer. Be obsessed. And and another thing that we always say is you know, don't be disappointed when something doesn't go your way, because you have to learn from that experience. It's this or something better.
Yeah, and it's okay if they would have said no. And to be fair with Rylan, like, we've tried to line it up a few times and it hasn't played out.
Yeah.
But this time it seems that it's going to, and that's where you can't be disappointed if things don't go exactly as planned, because you got to roll with the punches and eventually you'll make it work if you are obsessed with making that a priority.
Yeah. And if it like, just make sure that you've got you align with your goals, make sure that you know exactly where you want to be, and take steps every single day towards those goals. How crazy, how out of this world, how ridiculous they sound to other people, keep pushing, keep being obsessed, because what you want, what that one, we follow him, we said nobody can know your vision because it's your vision. Trent Shelton. Yeah. Nobody knows your vision but you. It's nobody else's vision but yours. So the people that think that your vision is crazy, that's fine.
They just don't see it through your eyes.
Exactly.
They don't have to.
They don't know. They can't see what you envision for being successful, or where you want to be, or what house you want to be in, or what business you want to build. They don't see it. You do. Keep on that.
Yeah.
Be obsessed. Cheers. See, she's already finished.
That was a good. Oh, geez, guys, come on. Finish my drink, and Amber's not, and we even wrapped up the whole episode on a bomb note.
I like it. Be obsessed. Be obsessed.